My name is Right Honorable Ozo Azubike, Commissioner for Agriculture, Abia State. The most important need of man, is food. Agriculture readily comes to play as the alternative means of producing wealth, generating food, generating employment, and sustaining the economy of Nigeria. The importance of agriculture today is that it is the means for the diversification of the economy of Nigeria. As it is today, agriculture is one of the 5 pillars of the Okezie Victor administration in Nigeria, which aim is to achieve, first, internal food security, making sure that there is surplus food in Nigeria, generate employment for our teeming youth, and generate wealth for the running and upkeep of the state. It was seen as an occupation for people who were not educated. It was left to the poor, and the government never really invested in it. These were the challenges of agriculture. But now that Nigeria does not seem to have any alternative than to go back to agriculture, those problems have to be addressed frontally. And so in Abia State, having resolved to make agriculture an alternative, a major source of our income and sustenance of our economy, we are approaching it from the perspective of, first, diversification of the economy, and second, diversification of agriculture itself. What do we mean by that? By diversification of agriculture, we move away from those old practices of knife and hoe, embrace mechanization, use of agro equipment, and this we have procured in Abia State, by no means in enough quantities, but we have shown our people the way we want to go through mechanization, procurement of 8 moving equipments for land preparation so that it doesn't need to be done manually, tractors and all that. And we look at the quality of agro input, the seedlings our people used to plant before now. It was in an unorganized manner that we used the traditional, very low yielding varieties, and now consciously sensitize our people as a matter of principle and policy on the proper input to use. And to achieve that, government goes out of its way not only to sensitize our people on the availability of those agro inputs, but also to procure them and put them readily on the doorstep at the farm gates of the farmers. And so government now goes into planned management of the land resources by acquiring land where available from those who have the land and may not have the need for it, and now managing the land in organized manner such that farmers will get land in clusters, developed in clusters, to enable them access the various windows that are available for the practice of agriculture. The result today is that we can boast of food stability within the state, and those who practice farming today can be confident that agriculture can be business and not just something you do for subsistence. It has become a profitable venture. People may not have noticed that 1 liter of red oil is a lot more costly and more profitable than petroleum, which diverted our attention. And the government has created enabling environment through the one-stop shop system and other policies that make it easy for anybody who is interested to invest in Abia State to come into Abia, get your land. The communities are very friendly. All the host communities in Abia State are very friendly. And we have the labor, the workforce, that are willing to work in any farm estate in Abia State. And our topography also, the natural arrangement of our land makes it so easy for mechanization, and that is why so many investors have already come in the area of cassava farming. We have two major investors in cassava. We have investors in oil palm development. All our palm estates that were previously abandoned, done in the 60s and abandoned today, have been revived and handed over to various investors. And so Abia this year has gone into mass rice production through three initiatives. One through the Fadama initiative, where the state has already sourced through the Fadama 3 additional finance program over 2 billion naira made available to rice farmers as grant, and through the Anchor Brewers program, where we have also registered over 5,000 rice farmers who are now given the proper variety of seedlings and other inputs to cultivate rice, and then through the governor's direct accelerated rice production initiative. Everybody in Abia today prides himself as a farmer. There is nobody in Abia today who doesn't have one kind of small farm in any part of the state. The transformation and changes we have achieved in agriculture within this regime of Dr. Ikpeazu have been most tremendous. You may not know that in Abia, and this is the only state where at a time we've been able to raise a nursery, a palm nursery of 2 million tenera seedlings at a time. It has never happened anywhere in Nigeria. In development of the 2 million seedlings for last year alone, we utilized over 2,000 staff on ad hoc basis, youths, women, students, and all that. After which, we now maintain a regular maintenance team of about 200 staff. We have the Abia State Poultry Village or Poultry Cluster, which is a concept by which we are developing 3 poultry clusters in the state, one in each of the 3 geopolitical zones. In each of the clusters, we are developing 200 poultry pens of various capacities, 500, 1,000, 2,000. That is what we have in the scheme. There is no poultry pen that will not need at least 4 persons to work in it. You have 2,400 people that are directly involved in that. And then you talk about the indirect employment that will be generated from those who provide the feed, who provide food for those people working in that place, then the processing and all that go with it. You find out that you will have less than 10,000 people being employed directly and indirectly through those poultry villages. Those who want to go into farming, they do not have land, can come to the Ministry of Agriculture, and we make available to them lands on the various estates already acquired by government. To the glory of God also, in collaboration with the federal government, we have already completed the building of the poultry processing plant that will ensure that the value is added, and whatever surplus we produce in Abia State can be packaged and sold beyond Abia State. And those who want to wear their white decently and go to the farm can now go into mushroom production. These are the various things we have done to encourage our youth to stop carrying files and certificates patrolling the street, go to the farm, produce food, and make wealth. Because it's on record that the richest people all over the world are farmers. In 2016, we raised 2 million seedlings, and that is an unbeaten record in Nigeria. By year 2019, Abia would have planted over 7.5 million tenera palm seedlings. Abia, God's own state, the land here was created for agriculture.
Abia is moving forward. Come join us.
I hope you've enjoyed watching this documentary. It is my belief also that you must have made up your mind about what kind of business you want to do with us in Abia. I assure you that I welcome you with open hands personally when you come to Abia.